was quite an interesting one by far. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there, anyways, hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and I do indeed apologize if I came in at another big of a quite surprise for all of you. I just need to do a little something to open this video up in context with, of course, today's movie I'm going to be talking about here today. So yeah, I should really open up these thoughts videos with these kind of surprises when you really think about it. So, alright, well, anyways, looks like for today's thoughts video, I guess it's quite obvious that we're now in the month of May as we speak. So yeah, and for those who are wondering, I do indeed apologize if I'm not uploading frequently for sure. I've got a lot going on as we speak, and not to mention, I think I'm already working some things out for my upcoming 1000th video that I'll be putting up very soon, hence why these frequent uploads are slowing down as we speak, But not to worry, once I get all things worked out for sure, I'll be sure to, get on my 1000th thoughts video, my 1000th video out pretty soon, and yeah, it'll be back to my regular old schedule with these videos as normal, with me pushing out some brand new videos as normal. So, but until that comes around, yeah, you guys clicked on this video expecting me to talk about the latest movie that just came out. Well, you're now going to get it. So yeah, looks like right around earlier this evening, I did manage to go in to check out the latest movie that had just came out not too long ago. That yeah, I myself have finally got the chance to see for sure. And well, I guess seeing how May has already begun for this year, looks like I'm going to be incredibly busy with a good batch of these new releases that we're going to be getting as we speak. And boy, it looks like we've actually got a lot as of now. As if March a couple of months ago didn't keep me busy enough already for sure. So yeah, that's what I kind of figure I would do today. So I guess with that being said, what could be good for me to talk about with this latest movie that I got to see? Oh wait, I think I'm seeing it. I think I'm seeing Ryan Gosling playing a stuntman. Yeah, and all the thing is based around some 80s TV show that I never actually see, and it's given to us by the director of John Wick and Deadpool 2. So yeah, I guess, oh yeah, even Bullet Train. Yeah, I think I actually do feel bad for not seeing Bullet Train a couple of years ago, so for those who are wondering, I'm so sorry. But I promise I'll get to it at some point, so yeah, I guess if anything, I guess for today's movie that we're going to be talking about here today, I guess that little hint might actually give you some idea on, of course, what I'm going to be talking about. But for those who actually don't, I think it's time for me to talk about the latest movie that I got the chance to see right around earlier tonight, which is none other than The Fall Guy. So yeah, that's of course what I'm going to be talking about here today. It is of course the latest film that just came out not too long ago, and yeah, I guess I myself have actually got the chance to finally see it, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Okay, maybe a little more. Alright, I guess I'm done with that, so yeah. Okay, so before I can go ahead and talk about this latest movie, I think I might as well give off a little bit of, probably get some things out real quick on how, now I remember when I actually saw the trailer for, of course, this movie. Honestly, it actually got me by surprise, and yeah, not pretty much in the way when I actually saw the trailers for Abigail, though yeah, really glad I finally got to see it last week, so yeah, definitely check out my thoughts video on that, so yeah, I think the kind of surprise I'm actually looking for is pretty much the kind that when you look at it, you think to yourself, yeah, I think there might be some potential with, of course, this one, and maybe it might be good. So yeah, quite frankly, I think I knew I was actually in for something rather interesting based on when I saw the trailers for, of course, this movie, and yeah, given to all that, I think there is a lot of some really great potential, and of course, on what this movie will have to offer for sure. So yeah, that's mainly what I got when I actually first saw the trailers for sure. And upon my research, of course, this movie, yeah, based on, of course, what I understand, it is, of course, based on the TV show of the same name that was released all the way back in the 80s for sure. And I guess it's pretty much having a similar concept from what I can gather. And before I can get a lot of angry emails when I actually mention that, let me make one thing perfectly clear. No, I never saw the show. So, but hey, I assume a movie should be good depending on if you've seen the show or not. And for those who actually still want to send all these angry comments at me, say, oh, you cannot review a movie if you haven't seen the show. Well, let me remind you that pretty much I referred to you back to when I talked about Spy Family Code White, just to give you the full concept, or give you the full context of what I'm talking about. So, calm the fuck down. So yeah, I guess regardless on that front, I guess I knew for, of course, this movie, I do think there is a lot of potential, of course, this one. I do think it'll actually be something rather interesting for me to check out, and well, I guess given to that front, I managed to get myself in to actually go and see this movie now that it's finally out. All thanks once again to Crown City Cinemas, as always. Still love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and yeah, I guess it was rather a late showing for me to actually go to that. I only went in for the 7 o'clock showing of course, this movie for sure, and yeah, I guess quite frankly, it's not that bad from, of course, on my front, because yeah, if something were actually going on, of course I have to go for a late showing of the latest movie for sure, so. But regardless, of course, of that front, I actually did manage to get myself in to go and see this movie for myself, and well, I guess quite frankly, now that I got the chance to actually see it for myself, a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this movie now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well, I will have to say, I definitely had a fun time with, of course, this one. So yeah, I guess quite frankly, this movie, I will have to say, is yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that I really like this movie for what it is. I do think it actually pretty much, if anything, see how this movie is, of course, centered around a stuntman for sure. I definitely think this movie is not only a great way to show appreciation for the stunt people working on some really intense stunts for, of course, movies, but I do think it's actually a great way to pay homage to, well, the film industry as a whole. So yeah, I guess quite frankly, I really enjoyed this movie for sure, and yeah, I am really glad I finally got the chance to see it for sure. So yeah. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about. For starters is, of course, the story, and honestly, to me, I think with what I've actually seen the story in this movie, I do think it's actually a very well structured out for sure. Everything from what I can actually gather, it really does flow out incredibly well, and of course, actually in what it actually has to offer, and actually does deliver, of course, on what he actually promised for sure, and I'm impressed with, of course, with almost everything that actually goes on throughout the course of this movie, and well, granted, I think there are some parts in it that I do felt did kind of derail the plot a bit for sure, but I really do think the rest, I have to say, is still actually brilliantly well done, and sorry about that. So yeah, I guess either way, with what I'm actually seeing story-wise, I do think they actually did an incredible job, and of course that one, and of course the writing, I have to say, again, I think from what I can gather, I do think it actually is very well crafted with what it has to do for sure, and I'm actually really impressed with, of course, the way he actually wants to pretty much showcased throughout the course of the movie, and yeah, I really do think they really nailed it on the head for sure, and well, yeah, I guess some parts of it I do think could have used a little rewrite here and there, but the rest I still have to say is still brilliantly well done, and I really do admire, of course, the themes and representations that this movie wanted to actually go for sure. And not to mention the comedy, I have to say, is honestly not that bad to me, as I did manage to get a good chuckle out of course, pretty much some of the jokes and stuff that this movie had to pull off for sure, to which it's not bad by all means, but I did still get a good chuckle for sure, So yeah, those are, of course, what I can say for, of course, the story, the writing, and the comedy, I have to say. Yeah, maybe some parts of it could have used a little reworking here and there to make it all the more fantastic. But I really love, of course, what they actually throw at you to actually make it look good. And I'm impressed with, of course, what I've actually seen by far. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Okay, I guess I'm done with that as well. Alright, so yeah, now that I've got those out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the next couple of things that I need to talk about for sure, which are, of course, for starters, the characters, and well, to me, I think from what I can gather, I really do admire, of course, what they had to offer with, of course, the characters. I really do think they actually got a really great sense of development given to them to actually make them likable and interesting, and yeah, I guess either way, I really do find myself actually impressed with, of course, what they had to do with, of course, these characters for sure, in a way to actually really get to know them and actually understand their flaws and how they're willing to overcome it for sure, and that's something I really do admire in, of course, this movie. I think they really nailed it for sure. So yeah, I guess either way, I really do admire the characters in, of course, this movie, and of course, for another aspect, all the actors that came on board to play all these characters. Yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind. I think they are brilliantly well casted, I have to say, and they portrayed their roles actually quite well, and yeah, they actually did give off some really great performances, I have to say, to really make them stand out quite well. With, of course, two of them I really do admire is that I really do get a kick out of course, both Ryan Gosling and Emma Blunt. I think they really pulled off some great performances in, of course, that film. And plus, I really do love the nice chemistry between the two, hands down, for sure. And yeah, with everything they had to offer, they really gave it their all in, of course, this one. And I really think they really stood out well in, of course, this movie. So yeah. I guess that's what I could say for all the actors, for sure. They definitely pulled off some really great performances with, of course, well, Ryan Gosling and Emma Blunt definitely taking the cake on, of course, that one. So So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure. So yeah. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now that I've actually got those out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Actually quite a whole lot for sure, because, well, seeing how this is a action movie about, well, action movies, I think we might as well talk about the action for sure. And honestly, to me, I do think if there's one thing that I really do admire the most in, of course, this movie, I really do think the action, of course, this one is absolutely amazing. I really love, of course, what they had to do for sure. Every single fight scene to the exciting car chases, and of course, everything else that you can actually throw in for sure, whether it be on the set of course, the movie that had pretty much this movie is actually featuring, or of course off set for sure. I really do admire, of course, what they've actually done for sure, and that's something I love the most in, of course, this movie's action. Sometimes they can actually do it within the filming of course, the movie within the movie that they're making, which, I'm not gonna lie, if they would have actually made it into a real movie, I'd buy a ticket to see it. Or, of course, taking off the set and, of course, out onto the streets for sure, So yeah, I guess quite frankly, I really do think they really nailed it on the head with, of course, pretty much the action, of course, this movie, and plus, seeing how this is a movie about a stuntman for sure. That's actually one aspect that I definitely want to mention for, of course, this movie. The stunt work, I have to say, is just absolutely brilliant for sure. Everything from, of course, what I've actually seen, they really pulled off everything they can to actually make the stunts actually work to really blend in well with, of course, the action. And when you actually see the pretty much the lengths they went through, plus the pretty much everything else that you could imagine for sure to really nail all these stunts, you really do admire, of course, what they've actually done, and even the blood, sweat, tears, and pain they actually went through to make them work for sure. And yeah, I really do think this movie really showcased that quite well, and I really admire, of course, what they've actually done for sure. So yeah, and of course, pretty much the visuals and the effects to go alongside with the action is actually brilliantly well done for sure. Everything from, of course, pretty much the color scheme and the lighting to, of course, the nice use of pyrotechnics they decided to throw in for sure. It really is actually quite interesting to look at to really make the action all the more incredible, pretty much on or off camera for sure. And that's something I really do admire the most for sure. And I think this movie really nailed it on the head, of course, that one. So yeah. And of course, the direction in this film, to which, by the way, is, of course, directed by a pretty well-known director in recent years, David Leitch. And of course, I will have to say, I think the material that he had to do, or of course came up with to really make this movie work, or at least work around the material that's been given, I think he really nailed it on the head with, of course, this one. His directing, I have to say, is absolutely brilliant, I have to say, and yeah, given to some of his past work he's actually done, some of which I have talked about beforehand, I really do think he really nailed it with, of course, this one in particular, and yeah, he really actually gave a really great sense of direction to really make this movie stand out, and yeah, and of course, the cinematography, I have to say, is brilliantly well done with some really amazing camera shots they actually pulled off for sure to make this movie spectacular to watch. And yeah, I think think they really nailed it for sure. And of course, the film is cut perfectly through some really fantastic editing, I have to say, to also go along with the film's pacing and tone, which that too also works out quite well for sure. I really admire, of course, what they had to do to really make the tone and the pacing actually work, and I really follow through on, of course, all that, and it is actually one thing that I really can't get enough of for sure. So yeah, I think that's probably what I can say, of course, all those for sure, but moreover, what I actually mentioning that pretty much part of the movie is, of course, they were making a movie within a movie. That's something I really do admire the most, and of course this movie, I think it really does an incredible job, not only showing appreciation for, of course, the stunt people who work hard on, of course, these movies, to which, by the way, I think they definitely deserve all the love and attention for sure, which is a great commentary, by the way. But I do think it's also going on the similar lines of course, playing other movies about the movie industry and actually paying homage to the movie industry in a nutshell for sure. So yeah, that's something I really do admire the most out of course, this movie, and I think they really nailed it by far. It really stood out for sure. So yeah. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess with all that said and done, overall, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that with everything that he had to throw off, and of course this one, The Fall Guy is what I can definitely say without a doubt is a brilliant, action-packed thrill ride that I know is definitely well worth the watch for sure. So yeah, everything with what I've actually seen by far, they really pulled off everything they can to actually make this movie stand out quite well, and not to mention on its own, seeing how it's you know, based around a TV show that I have no knowledge on for sure, but again, that's saying a whole lot, so who can blame me? So yeah, I guess if anything, I really do think this movie is definitely well worth the watch for sure, and I really think if anything, I do feel bad from, of course, what I've actually seen in early reports that this movie is, of course, currently underperforming as we speak in terms of box office numbers. But you know what? I definitely do think this movie is definitely one of those that I think deserves a lot more love and attention for sure. So yeah. I know you're probably not going to get much compared to what I got for sure, but for me, I do think this movie really is definitely well worth the watch for sure. So yeah, if you are looking for something that want to show love and appreciation for the stunt people for sure, but also pay homage to the film industry as a whole, I say this is definitely well worth checking out for sure. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that I do highly recommend it for sure. So yeah, I guess either way, this is definitely one that I know hands down that for while I guess some of the other ones would definitely come and go for what it is, I think I know The Fall Guy is definitely one that will definitely leave an impact on me, and I'm pretty sure with everyone else anytime soon for sure. So yeah. I say this movie is definitely worth checking out for sure, and I guess it's safe to say that this is definitely one action-packed thrill ride that you definitely don't want to miss for sure. So yeah, and of course for that, I am definitely proud to say that for my final score, I'm definitely going to give The Fall Guy an 8.5 out of 10 for sure. Definitely deserving of that said score, and well, I think, I guess, if anything, much like Ryan Gosling's character, I'll actually be fair here and do what he did and pull a little Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert and give this movie thumbs up. So So yeah, I think that's probably what I can say, of course, on that front for sure. So yeah, if you are actually if you are looking for something that will really get your heart pumping in the best possible way, then I say The Fall Guy is definitely one of those movies that's definitely worth checking out. And trust me when I say it will deliver the absolute perfect movie stunt that you definitely will be checking out both on and off the set for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright, so I guess with all that said and done, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and I want to ask all of you guys, what do you think of The Fall Guy if you've actually seen it for sure? Do you absolutely really enjoyed it and think it's a really great action flick, hands down, or do you absolutely hate it and think it's an absolute waste of time for sure? Or are you somewhere in between where you think it's alright? So yeah, let me know what you thought of this movie in the comment section below. I would definitely love to know on what you guys think for sure. So yeah, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and well, looks like this month as of now is gonna be a pretty busy one for sure, because yeah, I've got a whole bunch of new releases that are gonna be coming out for sure. So yeah, I've got a lot to get through for sure. But hey, I'm pretty sure whatever ones I'll actually talk about for sure, I know I'll be there to actually pretty much go through all of them for sure. So let's see what else. Yeah, what else could be coming out for sure? Oh yeah, I guess we got the new Planet of the Apes movie that'll be coming up, and yeah, I'm excited for Furiosa that'll be coming up, and let's see. Yeah, I think I do have a bit of concerns with, of course, Garfield with Chris Pratt for sure, and I know I haven't expressed on my thought of it based on the trailers, but it actually looks interesting, so maybe I might shoot to check that one out for sure. So yeah, I guess you can tell, looks like I'm actually going to be in for a pretty busy May this month for sure. So yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know on what ones I'm going to be going to see next for sure. But until then, for my next thoughts video that'll be coming up, or let alone the next movie I'll go see, well, I think I might as well, I know I've been building myself up to actually talk about this one for sure. So yeah, for the next movie I'm going to be talking about in my next thoughts video, I think it's about time that we take ourselves a nice little trip to that planet invaded by those damn dirty apes. So yeah, I guess you can pretty much tell what I'm going to be talking about next for sure. So I'll let all of you know on what I think of it for sure. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyattackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works,
or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/Ackleyattack4/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.